It is time to finally address the wobble. Thank God for that. And we're also going to do some little bit more research on what is going on in episode 4 of trying to get to the moon and back again without looking anything up on Google or ChatGPT or calling a family friend. Phone a friend. That's a shit joke. I don't know where that's going. This is part 4 of a mini episode series of me trying to achieve this goal, but of course I do have the full edited and high production value version of this. I keep calling it the high production value version. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would beg to differ on that, but I'll call it my high effort version of this entire journey and challenge on my main channel. But otherwise, if you're here to just watch me tackle every single problem one by one, then you're in the right place. Please feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, I kind of think now's a good time to look at the manual for space travel and just see what we can figure out about orbits. In this section, the parts of orbits and orbital mechanics that will help you to shoot for the stars will be explained, and maybe even some of the mathematics involved. Ugh. Orbits are described as prograde or retrograde relative to the planet's rotation. Okay, so we have a prograde and a retrograde thing on our dial. We can remember that. Okay, prograde with the spin of the planet, retrograde against the spin of the planet. Orbit eccentricity describes how far from a circular orbit you are. Okay, yeah, so that's when we get egg shape. So we're going to call that an eccentricity because it gets eggy. So there are 6 directions when looking at a spaceship. These directions are relative to the orbit of the ship, so they will move as you burn or when you change sphere of influence. Oh my god. Anti-normal, normal, prograde, retrograde, radial in, radial out. Got it. Most basic goal of any Kerbin-based space program is to get into orbit and return back to Kerbin. Maybe that's like a good mid-goal, is get into orbit and then come back down. Around Kerbin, the atmosphere extends 60 kilometers from sea level to where space begins. 60 kilometers, that's going to be an important number. Let's remember that one. So let's look at the simplest method, going straight up, then turning east once you reach your orbit altitude. This plan has 2 big problems. To hit your desired altitude, you need to stop your ascent at the right height. You then need to add all of the horizontal velocity to be orbiting. The shape you see below is called a gravity turn. In this ascent, you use gravity to translate some of the thrust into horizontal velocity. This means you need far less fuel at apoptosis to accelerate the orbital velocity. The key here is to ensure that you do not accelerate too fast, wasting fuel fighting the atmosphere. So we want to turn with the gravity. Yeah, so that is kind of what we were doing. Kind of. Staying up there. Once you reach the target altitude, you need to burn prograde. You burn until you are fast enough to stay in orbit. Okay, so prograde is good. We want to go, I think prograde is the move at 70 kilometers. Getting back down. You burn in the retrograde direction, which will slow the vessel enough to return to the surface. You only need to slow the vessel enough to get inside the atmosphere. Aerodynamic drag will slow you a lot as well. Oh, and hope you packed the chute. Hell yeah. Oh my god, orbital maneuvers. Okay, before we go to orbital maneuvers, because this looks like it's going to shoot us to where we want to go, I low-key want to just try getting up into orbit and then coming back down. This is a step-by-step, 12-step program. All right, we've all been in one of those. This is just like that. Okay, so here's what I wanted to see. So we've got stability assist, radially normal. One of these was like prograde and retrograde. What is RCS? I don't know what RCS is. Okay, I think we just hoon it manually and we just YOLO it. Are we at like the North Pole right now? Is that what this radial dial is telling me? I know I'm just doing exactly what I've done previously, but I think that's what they want me to do. It's about knowing your curve, you know? We're definitely not at one of the poles. No, they're up there. Okay, we're just bang on the equator. So that's actually very helpful for us, I think. It spins this way, right? So I think we are going in a prograde direction, and that's good enough for me. Okay, that was not intended. That's okay. I think everything's okay. I think we're all systems go. Okay, don't worry about that. And I just want to get myself a little bit more level here on the dial. And we are just going to throttle up a little bit. And this is exactly how the space bros do it, and therefore that is how I shall do it. Okay, we're just going to give us a little bit more juice. Because if I target prograde, is that right? I just hit prograde. We've got fuel. We've got a little bit of fuel. We should be able to do this. Does the prograde thing move? Is that going to work in our favor? Or is it just going to be a goof? Let's just fast forward a little bit. We can't because we're accelerating. That's fine. Okay, we're just going to keep going full throttle. And we're just going to let this thing find its orbit. What did we say? We need... wait, did it say 70 kilometers? That's not right. Hold on. Can I... What was the magic number it said? A round curve in the atmosphere extends 70 kilometers from sea level to where space begins. I feel like we're a lot higher than 70 kilometers, but that's okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm going to decrease our thrust right now, and I just really want this to be like a nice circle. If I can just hit that and it does what we want, then that's kind of goated, but it feels like it's going a lot wider out this side. But it's a pretty nice, tidy circle. What happens if I just stop accelerating? Give ourselves a little bit more juice. Okay, I see. If I keep accelerating, this line grows, which is what we want. We are out of juice. We are officially out of juice, but that's okay because I hit that and we continue on. We're gonna need, I think we're gonna need another fuel tank. Low key. Oh, see, this is growing. It's getting really big, which means I should turn in, right? This is what science tells me. Although it wants to pull me back to here. So, okay, interesting. I feel like we could, what is that one? Where does this point us? Points us at here again. Okay. And that's radial in, right? Yeah, so I think we've already cooked it because we've already gone way too hectic. Okay, I think we try this again because I think there's a way to do this really efficiently, and I'd really like to master this step if we can. Round curve in the atmosphere extends 70 kilometers from sea level to where space begins. So is that saying we want to be at 70 kilometers high? This seems low. It seems very low. Okay, so at the apex of the turn, we want to burn prograde. That's when it's saying to go prograde. Once you reach target altitude, you need to burn prograde to increase your velocity. You burn until you are fast enough to stay in orbit. Okay, it doesn't really give me much in the way of like how many degrees should you turn and all that sort of fun stuff. But I think what I learned is I need to turn a little bit more aggressively. I think that's what it wants me to do. We just get going up a little bit and then we start turning. I do like this 90-degree angle off the rip. Maybe that's too soon, but I feel like you kind of want to get that arc going pretty soon on this old thing. But I feel like maybe that's a little too aggressive. So we pull it back a little bit if I can. Have I fucked it? I think I've overcooked this one, team. I cannot pull up, which is going to end up being a problem. Yep, we are officially now going down. So we just kind of quickly restart that one and pretend it didn't happen. Slightly less aggressive on the turn. I pushed the wrong direction. That's okay. We just correct. You know, we don't have to go in that direction. I just like that if I go this way, it feels like a cleaner swing out to the moon, you know? Whereas if I go this way, that's not... Yeah, no, we need to go the way that we've been going, which is this direction. There is a world, actually, if I turn this way, like that, and then we just push forward, down. See, that's really not ideal. That's really not ideal. We don't want that happening. Okay, we need to figure out this. Oh, we need to figure this out. We really need to figure out why these aren't connecting properly, because that's actually a massive problem. We've learned that it will not connect to multiple points. Will it? Will it? Unless we figure out something that I'm not totally understanding. I am thinking about the amount of fins that I have here. I'm just wondering if more fins does equal more fun, or if it does not. Like, should it really just be like that? I feel like that's your standard kind of rocket design. Am I right or am I right? What if I just do like 2? Is 2 respectable? Oh, we're down to 3 now. 3 feels like not enough. Okay, do you know what I want to do? I kind of want to rethink things a little bit. I want to go back to like how they did it in the good old days. How I feel like I know it should be done, which is something like that. And we get 2 big boys either side. And what I mean by that is like that. And we get 2 really big boys either side. I feel like I'm fixing a problem that doesn't currently exist for me. Like, will that work? Oh, come on, man. Oh, that's the sort of what we're looking for. That feels juicy. Am I really solving any problems right now? My gut tells me no. I mean, that's got to be about right, right? Dare I ask, is this the move? I don't know if this has solved any problems whatsoever, but I think we just see. This just doesn't look good, man. Why is this like this? Ugh. Fire away. Okay. Fuck my life. Let's just see what happens if I put... No, because I had... Oh. I think I fucked it. I actually had what I needed. I think I was actually fine before, and now I've cooked it, which is a little bit frustrating. Because it's so much slower now. Actually, bear with me here. If I just put that up to full and then go... Nah, it just hovers. Like an asshole. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, I kind of like these big boys, and we just multiply them. The game wants me to put lots of engines on. And who am I to deny that, right? That might be too many engines. What happens with that when it's clipping? I can only imagine one thing, but we're here to experiment, goddammit. All right, throttle up. Fire away, gentlemen. Okay, so this just low-key works. This is fine. I guess this is fine. Why don't they just make all rockets like this then, if it's totally fine? Oh, she's top heavy. That's all right. The wobble is... Okay, it's not fun. I was gonna say the wobble is part of the aesthetic, but it's really not. Okay, good moment to test the parachute, low-key. If this gets flat... Whoa! Okay. Okay, this is a good time to... Okay. Deploy. Deploy! Okay, I think that was too late. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. Everybody's fine. Okay, well, here's what I want. Get rid of that. I really want to figure this out. There's got to be a way to... Oh, I can... Alt-click. That's what we want. There must be a button I can press that fixes me to multiple parts of the ship. Maybe because I just turned it on to parent part. Do you think that's it? Is that it? Did I just fuck myself at like the very early start of the game? No, that's not it. That is not it. I've done some thinking. I said I would not Google anything, and Google anything, I will not. But I do feel like it should be fair game to be able to open up another ship and study it. Now, I will use my own ship, but I just need to figure out what is going on with these brackets because I am not sure at all. And I think it's fair enough that I study a ship because these ships do not look like the ones that they do not look like the ones that I'm making. So I'm just going to check it out. Okay, so that'll take you to the moon. The PT series Moon Explorer, edit vessel. I just need to see what's going on. Really? That'll get you to the moon? It's so basic. Okay, I gotta launch this thing. It's so tiny. Okay, maybe I'm just thinking way too big. Okay, that seems so much more stable. Hold on, what is that? What is that? Because that is definitely doing something. Oh, so tempting to just take this to the moon, but I'm not going to. Oh, that's a spin. That is a spin. Forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. Okay, that was honestly just like fun tricks. Just trick shotting it. Okay, this has like nothing on it. Okay, all right. Okay, so maybe I need to know what this is. Maybe I need to know what this is. Oh, it's a cable. It's a cable. I've seen that. I've seen that. Strut connector. That looks different to that. Okay, I think that's at least that problem solved, potentially. So we go back. Don't save that. We go back to our untitled spacecraft, which I don't know how to title it for now. And I think, dare I say, I may have solved this problem. So if I get rid of that, and we put this more up here, like that, and we're gonna have 4 big guys either side. Okay, shut up, everybody. Something like that. And then we need to put in the connectors. Oh, I can see down the bottom left. Nice. And that's just gonna go like one of these ways. Yeah? Oh my god, this is an awkward way to build something. Oh, do we all agree that this is not a good way to build things? Something like that. I know that's kind of wonky-tonky, but it could do the trick. This could do the trick. Okay, well, it's more stable. There's no doubt about it. I forgot the thing. Okay, hang on. Now we're just really seeing if we've fixed this like very important structural issue. Because if we fix that, then we are on our way. Oh, that's so much better. It's so much better. Okay. We're big on this. We're big on this. We are bullish on these structural things. And with that, the wobbles are behind us. Thank God for that. And now we can finally turn our attention to our orbit, which definitely needs a lot of work too. And that'll be happening in the very next episode. So please feel free to like and subscribe so you don't miss it. I'm going to be dropping a new one of these every single day. And of course, a link to the main channel as well, where you can see the high effort version of this video in full HD for free. Amazing. How about that? But otherwise, we'll catch you at the next episode. Thanks for watching.